Published 21:28 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 17th of March 2018. Updated 4:20 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 18th of March 2018. For those who regard loyalty as an outdated concept in modern football, England manager Gareth Southgate begs to disagree. The inclusion of West Brom's Jake Livermore in his squad to face Holland and Italy underlines that even in 2018, a sense of allegiance to teammates and country is an important part of building for a World Cup. Southgate knew he'd get stick for selecting Livermore, bottom of the Premier League, and interviewed by police in connection with an alleged taxi theft during a club break to Barcelona last month. Jake Livermore's inclusion in Southgate's squad raised eyebrows, but the boss has faith in him indeed. Within minutes Thursday's squad announcement, Alan Shearer tweeted, "Having looked at this squad, I'm very surprised Shelvey hasn't made it, yet Livermore hasn't let Southgate down in 6 unbeaten appearances. When others pulled out of autumn friendlies against Brazil and Germany, he joined up at late notice, cancelling a trip to celebrate his 28th birthday, and was a mainstay in 2 draws at Wembley. It's very straightforward for me," explained Southgate. "We played Jake in several matches and he did a job for the team. In November, we left him out and was just about to board a plane when we called him. He left the family at the airport, came in and did really well for us against Brazil and Germany. I think that has to carry some weight when you are building the spirit and culture around your team. That doesn't mean he is guaranteed to go in the summer, but I think it justifies him staying in our squad, because he has been important in terms of togetherness. That is the sort of example of sacrificing what you are doing for the team that I think is important. I know when I pick Jake it is going to get a certain sort of reaction. But there is a specific reason for why we have done it." Southgate states that Livermore has been very important in terms of togetherness. Goalkeepers: Joe Hart, West Ham; Jack Butland, Stoke; Jordan Pickford, Everton; Nick Pope, Burnley; Defenders: Kyle Walker, Manchester City; John Stones, Manchester City; Ryan Bertrand, Southampton; Danny Rose, Tottenham; Harry Maguire, Leicester; Kieran Trippier, Tottenham; Joe Gomez, Liverpool; Alfie Mawson, Swansea; James Tarkowski, Burnley. Midfielders: Jordan Henderson, Liverpool; Raheem Sterling, Manchester City; Jack Wilshere, Arsenal; Adam Lallana, Liverpool; Ashley Young, Manchester United; Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Liverpool; Eric Dier, Tottenham; Dele Alli, Tottenham; Jesse Lingard, Manchester United; Jake Livermore, West Brom; Lewis Cook, Bournemouth; Forwards: Danny Welbeck, Arsenal; Jamie Vardy, Leicester; Marcus Rashford, Manchester United. Saturday's game at Bournemouth represented only his 4th Premier League start this year. The argument may resonate with Danny Drinkwater, who has played 22 times for Premier League champions Chelsea this season but can't get an England spot, having previously twice withdrawn from squads because of injury only to play club football quickly afterwards. The emergence of a promising new generation, England are world champions at under-17s and U20s level, has led to rapid changes in the senior squad. Goalkeeper Joe Hart is the only member of Southgate's latest squad with more than 50 caps. He has 75, and the only survivor of the 2010 World Cup, which was only 2 World Cups ago. Yet the England manager is reluctant to ditch those who have helped him. There were some encouraging words for Chelsea's Gary Cahill, an important part of qualification but left out this time for the uncapped Alfie Mawson and James Tarkowski. "It was a difficult conversation to have with Gary. An experienced player and someone who I really like as well," said Southgate, "but he knows we've had players who have been in and out of the squad before. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is an example of that, so the door is never closed." Southgate left Gary Cahill out of his squad, but the defender could still make the World Cup. March 23, Netherlands, away; March 27, Italy, home; June 2, Nigeria, home; June 7, Costa Rica, home; Elland Road, like Fabian Delph, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Phil Jones and of course Harry Kane. Cahill may yet go to the World Cup. Ross Barkley, who could play for Chelsea against Leicester in the FA Cup on Sunday, has left it too late. "He's just not been fit," said Southgate. The England manager was considered as too nice when he took the job in 2016. He dispelled that theory by moving the team beyond Wayne Rooney, but his approach to Livermore is a reminder that he believes selflessness should be rewarded. He was a player himself at the 2002 World Cup when Trevor Sinclair buried his ego to crisscross Asia twice as a standby, having been left out of Sven-Göran Eriksson's original squad. Sinclair became part of the starting 11 as England unexpectedly reached the quarter-finals. Southgate regards the mass withdrawals 4 months ago as a blessing in disguise. Headed by youngsters Loftus-Cheek and Tottenham's Harry Winks, England were creative and moved the ball quickly in midfield. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, in good form with Liverpool, has been recalled and will add to that. Bournemouth's Cook, skipper of England's U20s World Cup winners, is in the same mould. "We wouldn't hesitate to put Lewis in," said his manager. Cook is one of 4 uncapped players in the squad. Of the others, Burnley's James Tarkowski is the most intriguing, with Southgate interested in using 3-4-3 at the World Cup. He fits the profile of the defenders we are looking at, in a back three in particular. Talented Bournemouth midfielder Lewis Cook is one of 4 uncapped players in the squad. England's first priority in Russia will be to qualify from their group, something beyond them in 2014. From there, the World Cup is a knockout tournament, and those matches are often settled by a moment of individual brilliance. While England don't have the best all-round team, they are ranked only by 16th by FIFA, Southgate will be comforted that he does have match winners to call upon: Kane, Dele Alli, Raheem Sterling and Marcus Rashford in particular. Southgate was in the crowd at Old Trafford last weekend to see Rashford single-handedly destroy Liverpool. "He's certainly a player we believe in," said Southgate. "I also think he's mentally tough. The kids that are brought up at Manchester United have to play in front of 70,000 people, so the big games don't tend to faze them." Southgate recently visited United's training ground to meet Jose Mourinho. He is convinced the presence of the so-called Special One and other world-class managers like Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp and Mauricio Pochettino have helped the progress of his England players. Southgate insists that he is a big believer in Manchester United attacker Marcus Rashford. For them to work with those level of coaches, of that experience, is great for their development. "You can see the impact," he stresses. "I've got to say the managers have all been very open and happy to share their thinking on the players. It's also been fascinating to watch their teams play and how they set them up tactically. We're a team we know is developing. Not at the stage of Brazil and Germany have been. They have had a consistency of selection. But that's because we feel our young players are so exciting that we should push them ahead. I'm excited by the players we've got and working with them. If those players treat the England shirt with pride and respect, he'll look after them." Ask Livermore.